Welcome to another episode of the Property Investors Handbook. I'm Colleen Sutherland, and today we have a very special guest, Tonya, who is a tenant of a property, one of our properties managed by Sutherlands. And today's episode offers a unique perspective on the tenant experience in a well-managed property. Tonya, it's great to have you here today to share your insights with us. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tonya, can you introduce yourself and give us a little bit of information on the property you are renting?
Cool. I arrived in Australia as soon as the borders opened in Queensland, actually, and waited for Miami Ice apartment to become available. Luckily, we waited and found the perfect one in Miami Ice, in Miami there, North Burleigh. And it's just a fantastic property which overlooks the beach and right up to surface. So it was, yeah.
And how's your experience been with our management at Sutherlands Property Management?
It's been flawless, to be fair. If that's probably the thing why we are still there 3 years later, because if you own a property, if something breaks, you have to get a repairman and, get it fixed and wait for that person. But with property managements, especially this one, you call and it gets fixed. Yesterday, even just yesterday, we had a towel rail fall off. It actually snapped, and which has never happened before in our property, and it was fixed by lunchtime.
Oh, wow.
I know, that was very quick turnaround, I must admit. But, yeah, no, it was awesome.
So how is the communication between you and Sutherlands? How's that?
Oh, it's great. Well, you've got different lines of communication, haven't you? So we've got emails, we've got the Tenant console, which is an app you can lodge, for instance, what I was just saying about the maintenance, or you can see what your rent's up to, or, what's happening there. If anything's coming up, we have the regular fire drills, and anything that's coming up you can actually find on there. We have the phone number for the property manager herself. So, yeah, the communication's quite good, and we always get a reminder if something's coming up, like when a fire drill is happening, there is regular updates, and you have to say whether you're attending or not, which is awesome. And just so that people don't get scared either, because of course it's quite loud when the fire alarms will go off, the fire sirens go off, and these big alerts come over in the intercom inside your own apartment. If you weren't aware, it would be quite scary. So you are warned, and yeah.
Have you had any significant issues with the unit since you've been in there?
No, when we very first moved in, it was we indicated that there was a little damage to some carpet, which got fixed straight away. Like, we got the carpet replaced. That was a previous tenant had done that, so from the building, and it was sorted and done. So no, we've had no issues.
How does and I know that you're a landlord in New Zealand, so with the management of the unit that you're renting here in Australia, how does that compare with the management in New Zealand? Like, being a landlord, what would you feel has been beneficial as a tenant? So in comparison with the landlord experience, if you were a landlord.
Well, I'd rather be the tenant than the landlord, that's for sure. I'm not liking my landlord experience. I prefer to be a tenant. Yeah, so I think, having had someone actually manage our property in New Zealand, I found them extremely hard to deal with as the property owner. They were very lackadaisy, and I didn't find out things that were wrong with the property, unfortunately, until the tenant had left, whereas in this case, I know you're keeping the owners up to date with lots of things, because people are coming in and checking the building, and so yeah, completely different, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the tenant in this building.
Okay. Tonya, sounds like you've had quite a positive experience, both with the unit that you're renting and with Sutherlands. So what advice would you offer another tenant who is wanting the same sort of outcome?
I would say respect the apartment that you're in for a start. Be honest. Pay your rent. We at Miami Ice are all long-term tenants as well, so we treat it as our homes. So basically respect what you have, and then you have clear communication with your management, and I think it's just respect and going forward. And I suppose that's the key to it, isn't it? It's honesty, respect, and cleanliness.
So because you've been there for 3 years, is there anything that any advice you could offer Sutherlands that would enhance your experience that we could do a little bit better, do you think?
I don't know how you control people. You can't do that by just being a management company. It's tenants can't be controlled. So, I think you do everything in your power or, in your capacity from my view. That makes it all a good experience from where we live.
Where you're living at the moment, do you think that you're paying a fair rental price, or do you think you're paying far too much?
For where we're living at the moment, I think we are paying a fair rental price. With the state of the road at the moment, because the Gold Coast Highway is completely crazy, isn't it, with the light rail, etc., being put in, and the area is quite busy. But when you look at other areas, say Belinga and things like that, and the property market as everywhere has gone quite mad, it's going to be going there anyway. So things are going to be crazy everywhere. So we're just holding out. It'll be calm one day soon.
Why would you rent and not buy? What is the...
Once again, comes back to that same old thing. Because once you buy, then you're going to be paying more taxes and, council fees, etc. So rates. So at the moment, we're quite happy with our beautiful view that we look out over. When you put a price on that, you'll be paying a lot more for where.
You mean a price for when you're owning it?
Correct.
Yeah.
For a brand new place, which we'd always go for if you're actually going to buy something, it's just so much more money these days to actually buy a property like right next door where they're selling the Burley apartments, and the starting price is crazy, 3.5 million, I think, on the ground floor. I mean, seriously, you won't even see anything but a car park. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And, further up, it's just not worth it.
No.
So
it'd be difficult to pay these high market prices and at the same time trying to get together a deposit to purchase a house, do you think?
I think at the moment, because we're on the one wage, trying to get the 2 wages in, I think yes. 2 good salaries, you'd be fine. You really do have to squirrel away your money at the moment, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is quite difficult, don't you think?
It is quite difficult. You do have to watch your money, but hey, it's worth it to, to where we live. We're just happy to squirrel some away and keep on at it. And we're happy where we are right now, that's for sure.
Because buying property on the Gold Coast is quite difficult.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's gone mad, hasn't it? It's just.
Do you think it's as bad as the rental market? The sales market is bad?
No, I think the sales market's worse.
Oh, do you?
I think it's just going leaps and bounds. Just seems to be going up and up and up. Yeah.
Yeah. God, it's just, it's becoming unaffordable, I think.
It is coming unaffordable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the rental market is going to be always there because people aren't going to be able to afford to live in the area anymore, I don't think.
Yes, and I have to agree with you there. It's sort of pushing the people who could ordinarily afford to live there further out the back of the suburbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to live at the beach, you will be generally renting at the beach.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, because purchasing's just out of range, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. Thanks so much for being with me today, Tonya. It's been a pleasure to listen to the other side of property management and from a renter's point of view. It's been quite an eye opener. Thank you so much.
Been remarkable.
I'm Colleen Sutherland, and this has been the Property Investors Handbook. And for more information, go to our website at www.spmg.com.au. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks so much.